Glory team. Yesterday afternoon, evening, everybody was getting off work and breaking news. The Jordan 4 Military Blue will not be dropping April 27th. They pushed it back a week. It's at 7 days. People are upset. They say, the Jordan 4 Military Blues are pushed back. I want them. Be happy in this situation. Now, I know most of us, it's like kids in a candy store. We want a release to come out. We just want to know our faith. We want to know if we got them. Judgment Day. But to be as real as I could be about this, the average sneakerhead should be very happy about this, because I'm going to go over the reasons why you should be happy. And of course, I get why you're not happy. Now, as a sneakerhead, we all want to know, did we get them? But in this situation, there's so many people trying to get these sneakers. I just say, just lesson is learned. Let's just go off recent events with the Jordan 4 Bread Reimagines. It was a rumor about 500K pairs, and the average person still ain't get them. All I'm trying to say is, look at this. It's the same scenario, same situation. So many people wanted the sneaker, but they ain't put in the work. And that's what this is about. The Jordan 4 Bread Reimagined, it hurt a lot of feelings. And I know people who really was like, I was upset for about a couple days. Well, guess what? I've seen votes. I've seen a lot of polls, and the word on the street is this pair is wanted even more. So when we talk about the Jordan 4 Military Blue and the date being pushed back, and why you should be happy is because you got time. But from now, you need a checklist of all the sneaker stores in your area. And I'm not just talking about big stores, because we could easily, right off our heads, we know. No matter your age group, you know. Foot Locker, JD Sports, Champs, Snipes. These are the stores that are like mainly out there. Nike, you know. Then you got to say, all right, what stores may have the Jordan 4 Military Blues? Then you would say, okay, it could be a Dick's Sporting Goods. You know, if you got a Foot Action, you know, like I say, JD Sports, you know, House of Hoops. You got to start breaking it down now. In New York City, of course, we got more stores, mom and pop shops, but believe it or not, you can't really say you're going to get them, because mom and pop shops, they got their own way they do the releases. I don't go into that, but that don't guarantee me a pair. So if you do your legwork, no matter what city you're in, you still got to go through it. You know, they might dub you. They might say they're getting them and really get them and don't tell you, or give them to people they know. That's a chance you take. But in this game, you can't watch people. You put in the work from now. I explained this on a few videos, and I will keep doing it so the reach could be out there, because many sneaker YouTubers aren't giving you all the game. They're showing you a sneaker, but they're not adding the value as far as saying, hey, you need to go on Google and type in sneaker stores in, just say, South Florida, or sneaker stores in, you know, the middle of Texas, or wherever you live, Iowa, and you start calling them. Go on their Instagram, see if they got a TikTok, see if they got a YouTube. Some stores explain their release procedure on the internet. They might just do a post saying a raffle. Some do in-store raffles, online raffles as well. So you need to know. You can't do both now. I'm not telling y'all do that. If you read the fine print, they're going to tell you what it is. If you enter both, you may be excluded from the raffles. But this is what we got friends for, family for. Hey, you know, open up your, you know, you got a phone book. Y'all know people following you on Instagram. Hey, you can enter this raffle for me. What does it hurt? I'll buy you lunch if you win. You know, this is what you got to do to get what you want. A lot of y'all sit down and you just go towards the sneakers app and you don't hit, and you deleting the app and you're ranting. I really want everybody who watching this video to really put in the work. I'm telling y'all, if you put in the work, you got to understand, it's a 50-50 chance you may get them when you put in the work. Imagine if you don't put in no work, and then the sneakers app come and you try and you don't get them. You just made it to where it's probably a 15% chance you're going to hit on this sneaker. And A lot of people saying this is one of the top 3 sneakers of the year. Of course, they making a lot of sneakers and stuff we don't know that's going to happen. So it's all opinion. But the point is, this is one of the most sought after releases of the year. So I'm not going in circles. I'm going to go in order again. Make this simple. First thing you need to do, Google sneaker stores in your area. You can do it by city, by miles, by zip code. Pull them up. It don't hurt to make a call. Now, the facts remain, most sneaker stores get calls all day, every day. They probably gonna hang up on you. Some stores will hang up on you or take the phone off the hook. You might gotta go ahead and just call, make sure that's the number. If you're not getting through, first thing you wanna call early in the morning, right when they open up, let's say that. If you're not getting through, you gotta go there. You gotta put in the legwork. Let them see your face. I state this all the time. It's not about not kissing anybody behind, but let's be real. If I have a store, is this guy respectful? Does he ever shop here for anything other than, or try to shop here for top releases? Put in that work. Once you do your Google thing, your phone thing, see if they got a social media. Once you do that, what's the next step? Ask people, hey, you got a sneakers account? Try for me. I see it time and time again where I talk to sneakerheads and they didn't know a store was right here that was famous. How you didn't know that? You didn't put in the legwork. The easiest thing you could do with sneakerhead friends is ask them. People in your own city, people you knew for years. What sneaker stores do you know that sell sneakers, that have releases? Some people may not tell you the truth. Some people might not give you everything, but they're going to give you something. Okay, you could even go in depth with it, like, do you know how they do release procedures? Because some stores will close raffles at 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m. on a Wednesday, on a Thursday, on a Friday usually. So you got to keep that in mind. You might got to, the hardest part for sneakerheads and why people don't get the sneakers they want is they are lazy. You got to travel, usually to each store if they don't have an app at this time, if they're a mom and pop shop. And that in-store raffle, depending on how you feel, you just don't want to do it. But I always say, it's like the sneaker universe knows when you put in the work and you keep doing these behaviors, it may not even work for this release, but it works for the next one, because you put in the work now. So maybe on the next release or two, that store would be like, you know what? That man been putting in the work. He's been very respectful. We got an extra pair. Let's give him a call. Hey, hello. You won the raffle for the next day. Wow, I really did. Yeah. Nike Smart. They had the date in May. They moved it to April and they put it back in the earlier part of May. You know why? They know you want them. Everybody want what they can't have, And y'all going ahead, y'all thinking about these sneakers. And even for myself, I don't have a special link. The odds is I ain't gonna get them. That's just the odds. Now, it is rumored that this will be 450 to 550,000 pairs. In the sneaker universe, that is a good amount. But I always say this. When they say, let's say if they say they have 500,000 pairs of sneakers, you got to put in the math and say you got your toddler sizing, you got grade school, public school, then you got your adults. So you can't look at it like it's 500K, because in New York City alone, we got probably, let's just say 8.5 million people living here, right? I know you got 100,000 sneakerheads in New York City alone on the sneakers app that's gonna try. So my point is, if you do the math of the whole country, this ain't easy. I don't care how you make it seem. 500,000 pairs ain't enough. They've had sneakers that released that was rumored to have 1 million pairs, and that was tough to get. One of the most wide releases they had was the Jordan 11 Core Grey that just dropped 2-3 years ago, and that was rumored to have close to 1 million pairs. It was hard to get. Just recently, this holiday season, they had the Jordan 11 the Gratitudes, the Concords, and they were widely mass produced. But if you still didn't hit, unfortunately, you had to go on one of these resale sites and pay. It would have been, an extra $40 to $60. But of course, with the fees, you still gonna pay an extra $80 to $100. So my point is, I could do a lot with $40 to $80. You know what I'm saying? I know your boy like to get his eat on. That could be a tee for the sneaks. It could be a hat, cap, So it's just like, man, I just want y'all to go ahead and put in this work. It's going to be worth it. The sneaker, I don't think it's sneaker of the year. I don't think it's better than the Jordan 4 Bred Reimagined, but it's growing on me. And being in New York City, and I say this for any place that's a four-season city, or it gets cold like New York, this is your momentum right now for the summer. This could make or break everything for you. And I say it in the sense of May 4th is the release date, Saturday, May 4th. Now, you're going to get your sneaker, obviously, 3 to 5 days later, depending on where you live, when it ships from Nike. And it's like, bomb, you already got yours in spring going into summer. You could get your fits ready now. This is it. This is big for us, man. A lot of places, obviously, is warm. It's a summer shoe by the colors. But, hey, I'm just saying, y'all got the weather already. But for us, it's like, okay, starting to warm up here and there. I need these. If I could get these, I could just straight out the gate, the weather warm, beam on them, boom. It's a lively thing, man. And I've been there on both sides where it's like, man, another video I'm gonna touch base on. I'm dropping about the Kobe 8 Venice Beach. That's another summer sneaker now. Rumored to come out in just 4 weeks. So I'm gonna do that video with the date. You know what I mean? Just give y'all a review from my point of view, because I got them in the room. So that's the point of the video, not to just go over all this again, but to show y'all. And all these videos are for is education and to motivate. The information is right there. It's right in front of y'all. Go to Google right after this video and type sneaker shops and you put the zip code or city. When I say so much stuff gonna come up endless. It's gonna be cities you never even, people might say, I didn't even know this sneaker store was here. You gotta understand now, in this economy, a lot of people got money, from people like losing certain shops and stuff like that, big commercial spaces. And they opening shops, they getting Nike accounts, New Balance accounts, you know what I mean? And this is like, people gonna start, loading up. So y'all gotta know what's going on in your area. You can't get a sneaker from Memphis, you know what I'm saying? Portland, Oregon. You know what I mean? If you don't know what's going on locally, you know what I mean? It's like I say, you just praying and hoping on the phone. Odds is it ain't gonna come. So, like I say, any questions, man, let me know in the comments, man. And I need y'all to start telling me, when I make these videos and give the education or give a little game, and y'all say, yo, you know what? I got something that I could tell him that he should have said. Tell me, you know what I mean? There's no ego here. I want to get better too. Y'all might help me. I'll be like, oh, okay, I could use that to, maximize my chances to hit on these sneakers. So, no one better than nobody. And I stress this and I mean it from the heart. If you don't hit on the sneaker, of course you're gonna feel away, if it's especially a hype release. But don't let it ruin your day. We here to spread love. This is the first year I could say of my life that we always say it every year, but this is the one. It's confirmed. We already seen closing out the fourth quarter, the Jordan 4 Military Blue. That's not even first quarter. And look at the hype we had already. You just got to be patient. Do the behaviors. You're going to hit. You're going to at least hit. And I'm just being lenient with saying 40% of the time. That's a little under half. If you put in the legwork, you might build a certain relationship with a store. You might get 80% of the releases. Some of y'all even getting 100 because y'all already know the behaviors. But y'all could just take a little step from me and do it even more. Unfortunately, you got people that's gonna get 2 pairs of things. That's their goal. So they could use this to still maximize that You get 2 pairs of the Jordan 4 military blues. So I just want to wish y'all good luck, man. Keep it locked, man. I be posting almost every other day.